Hello guys, and welcome to my review of Higurashi. What's it called? Someutsushi. I'm so bad at names. Some Someutsushi. Sahushi. The Natsumi first art chapter. If you're new here, welcome. We have the full read through on the channel. This is like my reviews are usually just like unscripted, just general thoughts. So you can find the reactions might be more fulfilling, but I just wanted to, wrap up the experience. I love this art for sure. Out of the four concerts we've read, I think I think it's tied for first and second. This and the second one, for sure. The second one being the doomer one where everything just goes to shit. But no, it was really fun. I thought the new cast members were really good. Comparing it to the third arc that we read before with adult Mion and everyone. These cast members were much more likable, I thought. Um, and nothing against that art. That art's also like pretty good. But I did love following this journey. They have a little bit of everyone in them. There's definitely some Mion in Shisato, some Rena in Natsumi. Tomato's just like has one of my favorite character designs. I know it's kind of weird, but since it's so simplistic, but I really vibe with her character design. Acura. Tomoe got the drip. Like this new cast is really good, and I think it's definitely high praise for a series like this, just because the original cast is just so good, right? That's maybe the feeling I got in the third arc, where it's like, oh, we got these new characters. I'm pretty invested. I'm definitely interested for like the first part of it. But as you go on, it's like, yeah, but they're just like not as good as the original cast. This one, I'm not saying they're not, they're equal, but they're pretty damn close for me so far. And we've only got one arc, there's at least one or two more, I think, using this cast. So yeah, there's a lot about, it's kind of going back to the basics of Higurashi, because there's a lot I liked about it. The fun, not as memey as club activities, but just this fun school life stuff. There's actually romance. There's romance in the original series, but this might be like the closest to a romantic arc we actually got. And I was living for it, man. Um, it's also another interesting concept, right? The concepts, like, if anything, they bring interesting concepts. Like the first one, which I think is probably my least favorite of the bunch. That being said, I still think it's pretty good. But it's an interesting concept. Like, what if Keiichi just doesn't like just ignores the curse stuff? It's something probably everyone thought about, especially early on. And this one's also like something I was thinking about. Um, what's going on with the Hinamizawans who were just away from Hinamizawa? Like, we heard that they went through some shit, but actually seeing it in a story, it's very interesting. Um, we cracked a lot of jokes about the racism and stuff, but like, Jesus, they kind of go crazy against him, man. Um, but yeah, the plot was definitely fun. It does kind of follow a very similar structure to Anokatashi, though they hit you with a little twist where instead of Keiichi, like, how Keiichi murders everyone. Spoiling Anokatashi, I assume if you're watching this, you would know the main series. And they kind of twist that with the mother being like the main murderer. Obviously, Natsumi loses it by the end, but I thought that was kind of a nice twist, even though we told that shit. Um, the last chapter was actually like probably one of the most intense intense chapters in the Higurashi series. It went extremely hard. Um, so I love that. Voice acting performances are great. Again, it's a high bar, since I really think the original cast of the Higurashi characters are amazing with their voice acting. But I love Natsumi's. I think Natsumi was probably my favorite voice actor this arc. I think she killed it. Um, Chisato Tomato did very good as well. Accurate popped off like in the last couple of scenes. Even like Natsumi's mom did really good too. it was just a good performance overall. And I keep forgetting to talk about Minai. I mean, Minai is interesting. I'm sure we'll get more of her next time. Um, she's cool though. She is cool. Um, CGs, I think CGs went extremely hard. I will say, last arc had also like, I would say this and last arc are tied for like best CGs of the consorts for sure. Um, but no, the artwork was good. You know, it's Higurashi. It's a little stuff. Whenever during the curtain call, when you put Natsumi up to the other characters, her eyes are actually like massive compared to everyone else. But it's just minor stuff like that that doesn't really matter. Um, but no, I think out of all the consorts, this felt like the most, funnily enough, the most familiar since it followed that Anatakushi storyline a bit. It hits some good notes that I expect from Higurashi, some emotional highs, some genuine sad parts where I'm like, oh man, this really sucks. Some terrifying parts. I was really impressed with it. It felt like the traditional Higurashi experience, and you're like, Aiden, is that a good thing? Maybe not exactly for the other arts that are taking the Higurashi experience and trying to point it in different directions to get more what if stories. But for taking like a new cast of characters, um, to make a Higurashi light story, I actually think it's actually a pretty good direction for this. So I'm very excited for it. I really don't have any real problems with this arc. I've been like pretty happy with it the whole time. I don't really think it's slow either. If you think this is slow, then you probably think the beginning of the first couple arcs of Higurashi are slow too, because it follows the same amount. Again, it's fun stuff, energetic characters, and then it's like slowly turns to shit as Natsumi's mind breaks. So yeah, it's just praise, you know. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was fun, and I'm glad. I don't know how many arcs there are. I assume that it's 2 or 3 with this cast, but it'll be fun. I guess the only thing is like, and I say it during the playthrough, it's not really something you can help, but since you read the whole Higurashi story, the mystery aspect of the story kind of isn't as impressive. While I think last arc, Yodoishi, I think it was called, probably has like the best mystery aspect of the whole concert so far, because you know that's all new shit, or yeah, it's all new shit. Well, this one's like, we already know what's happening. That's why I'm saying, I said in the playthroughs, if you can somehow get people to read this intertwined with the main read through, it probably goes like so hard. But it also like doubles the length of an already super long main series, so it's probably not for everyone. But I thought it was like really good, man. I only have praise. I only have praise for it. Trying to think of if anything else to say. You know, this might just be cut and dry. The only reason I'm not like giving this a definite first is just because the second one, like, it hits so hard, man. Probably the saddest Mion death in this series. Like, just extreme despair, and I do love that in its own way. I know I'm twisted. I'm fucking twisted like that. But no, this was a familiar yet fresh take on it, and it's been fun. Hopefully, the quality will continue next arc. Thank you for the short review. If I didn't really say anything too much in this, so if I missed anything or you want me to talk about certain aspects of the story, leave a comment below. And again, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. We have so much Higurashi content on this channel. There will be 2 episodes of the next arc every day, every Tuesday, Thursday, and on the channel you can find a full read through of the first arc, or not first arc, main story, every single piece of media being reacted to in terms of anime and live action stuff, and now we're doing the console art, so we're grinding it. I love Higurashi. I'm a huge fan. I think it's just the When They Cry series is the best visual novel series I've read. So yeah, if you're interested, feel free to subscribe. But thanks for watching, and we will start the next arc next week. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you again in the future. Peace.